All right. I'm told that we're going to be working through some kinks here this morning, so we'll do that. But the first thing I wanted to do is go ahead and start our meeting and welcome everyone here to Spokane that's here in person and from across the state via Zoom. This is a special meeting for me, having spent 21 years in my current hometown of Vancouver. I also lived for 21 years in Spokane, growing up, graduating from high school, and then moving on to other things. We haven't met in Spokane in several years. In fact, when got onto the Board of Governors in 2017, I was looking forward to the time that we would eventually meet in Spokane. We had planned to meet last year under President Majumdar's year, but with the COVID and the pandemic, that had to be canceled. So 3 years later, we're coming back to a transition period where we're going to probably do Zoom and in-person meetings for a while. For those who feel comfortable meeting in person, we'll do that. And then for the folks who would prefer to appear by Zoom, or whether it's more convenient to do so, we'll plan to continue doing that and see how this continuation or transition back to normal eventually looks like. I didn't envision the Spokane meeting looking like this. In fact, I had plans for starting the meeting with a Tom T. Hall song called Spokane Motel Blues. I don't know if any of you know that, but it's not a very apropos, I guess, song, but it's a funny song that Spokane highlights Spokane. And I encourage you, it's on Google or YouTube. You can check it out there. And again, this is basically the first meeting where we're having this transitional time. And so be patient with us as we're, again, working through kinks. As I'm looking around the room, there's still some people getting together on their headsets and focusing their cameras. So we'll continue and do the best that we can there. That laptop? It's not hooked up though.
It's picking up.
Okay, so first thing before we get into executive session, do want to recognize that today our executive director is having a birthday. When I had a birthday a few weeks ago and we were doing an executive committee, everybody erupted into singing. And so perhaps we could start this meeting with a birthday song for our executive director. So with that, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to
Sarah.
Happy birthday
to you.
Oh, happy birthday. And many more.
That sounded terrible.
That left the mark.
Thank you, very kind.
Hopefully we recorded that, because if we get a chance to have Zoom follies, that would be one to have, just in terms of trying to do that with the different sound.
One for the record books. All right, with that, our first item of business is to go into executive session. I'm going to read our statement. The board will meet in executive session beginning at 9:08 a.m. to discuss and receive advice about indemnification under the WSBA bylaws. Executive session is permitted by WSBA bylaw articles 7.B.7.A.4 and 6. Discuss with legal counsel representing the bar in litigation or potential litigation to which the bar entity, or an employee or officer of the bar or member of the bar entity, or is likely to become a party, or to have other privileged or confidential communications with legal counsel representing the bar. Also, to discuss any other topic in which the president in his or her discretion believes the preservation of confidentiality is necessary, or when where public discussion might result in violation of individual rights or in unwarranted or unjustified private or personal harm. The executive session will end at 9:40 a.m. and the board will resume public session at that time. If the executive session is going to be extended, I will make a public announcement at that time and the public session will begin. We will move to executive session. Good morning, everyone. This is Kyle Schicchetti, President of the Washington State Bar Association. The Board of Governors is currently meeting in executive session. We will need an additional 20 minutes to conclude our discussions. Accordingly, the executive session will continue until 10 o'clock and we will resume at that matter. Thank you.